Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today, we continue on with the Echo of Ancients. Our party has been on a very interesting adventure of late after being kidnapped by a diamond. As for what's been going on, what they have suffered, what happened to the cow in the room, and why it has an elephant trunk, I will let Zamir catch us up.
Wait, the cow has an elephant? What did you do to
They were
Rudy?
they're
Trying to
joking.
figure that out too. Okay.
They're joking.
Okie dokie. So, we started last session by disembarking from the crystal ship and going to explore. Um, Whenever we got to the surface, Tolman decided to sit down. No, he did not tell any of us what he was doing, but he decided to use some kind of magic to project his consciousness or whatever it did, so that he could see far away and direct us towards the building that we saw from the ship's window when we were getting ready to land. Upon arriving, we noticed that it was a damaged church, with the back wall having been exploded inwards. So the team went and looked. Part of the party went inside, the other part walked around. Well, no, we all went inside to look. Then we decided to split up. One team, which was Zamir and Elise, went to look over the rubble inside to see if there was any way to move it or anything like that without taking too terribly long. And the rest of the party circled around back to see if there was anything of note on the exterior. Note also, Chiron decided before we got too far to tie Zamir and Farley to two pieces of rope and keep them attached to themselves so that Farley and Zamir could not run off and get themselves into danger or any trouble, like is the usual. But so when going to explore, Zamir's rope was handed off to Elise, one of the only other responsible people in this party. Sorry, Rudy, you have not been with the party long enough for your maturity level, so to speak, to be accurately measured by Chiron. And above table, you just weren't here, so that's why you didn't get the rope.
That's fine. That's fine.
Anyway, back to what happened in session. Um, the party was able to deduce that the explosion that took down part of the church came from the exterior. There was a large tree behind the church, about like 120 meters away or something, or whatever, the 120 feet, that's what it was, feet. Anyway, and there was a robed skeleton back there, so Samir had Roxy fly over there to see if there was any traps, and noticed a pendant which was taken off and brought back to the party. When the rest of the party when the party regrouped, um, went to get a closer look at the tree and the skeleton, and around that time, so Silvara,
Yeah.
is that Silvara? Okay, Silvara decided to do a casting to see if she could figure out anything more of the skeleton. Well, Zamir got distracted, uh, talking to Elise as about runic magic to see if that was something Elise was comfortable with or not, as well as he had found they had found more skeletons, these ones of warriors in armor and with different weapons. So Zamir was studying one of the weapons hilts to see a symbol on it and try and figure out what it was. So whenever he looked over and noticed Silvara casting a spell, he immediately thought, oh shit, was she being possessed, and tackled Savara to the ground. Anyway, so we came to find out to learn that the temple, if I remember correctly, the temple was a place of worship of Hermes. We were trying to think more about what could be going on, as well as still what the pendant's inscription was, when we looked around and noticed that there was some undead that was reanimated in the woods staring at us. That is all I can remember. Does anyone else remember anything else?
We ran at that.
Yeah, I meant more of before then.
We're in a way, not at. Might I
Yeah,
add.
we're running away.
Run very
Oh.
far away, where they can't find us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
I think the only thing to add is we know where the rift is hiding to get us back to the ship.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
And Farley was the one that was the guinea pig for that one.
Ah, yes.
And he came back with cookies.
Yeah, we found out that God likes to bake.
Oh.
God has some sort of replicator. Some sergeant that tricks shit up in here.
They definitely have that too, but
So good to know God comes with an easy bake oven.
Rudy's been making use of this for days. And the full kitchen. It's not new. But
No, I was saying it. We found out that God themselves like to bake, not just had that there that they could use.
so the party is currently on the run as a horde of undead comes stomping through the swamp. Is there anything you would like to do as you are making your retreat?
Rudy is going to fall to the little bit of the back of the party and try something because he's a cleric. He's gonna. How close are they?
Oh, they're distance. They were coming in. Y'all had a head start.
Okay, then I'm not gonna bother with you if they're not that.
There's also a lot of them.
Zamir is going to fall towards the back of the group just in case they can't outrun. That would make him be in the front line, so. And
Okay.
make sure that if anyone ends up falling behind, they're not alone.
Curiosity, can we tell how many actual creatures are in this horde? Like,
Roll me perception.
1 sec, Raven. Do I have... I do have advantage in perception. Can I give him a help or just roll myself?
It's up to y'all. Raven's the one that wanted to look, so.
Yeah, well, I'm
Perception
asking.
something you'd be rolling on your own like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking was, can I give advantage to Raven or not?
It's a 20.
Yeah.
Raven, a quick count puts you at least 70.
yeah. Tolman will be trying to slow his pace to make sure he keeps pace with everyone else. He doesn't want to just run ahead and get and completely lose track of everybody. But he is urging people forward because he's going out that there's at least 70.
So we do not want to allow them to catch up with us. Understood.
Run. Just run.
Does Farley have anything to say as y'all are on the run?
Run faster.
I still have Farley's rope. Let's go.
Does Elise have Zamir's rope still?
Probably.
Is Elise towards the back of the group like Zamir, or is Zamir not allowed to go back towards the end of the group?
Due to the
He's
heavy
not allowed.
armor, Elise would be at the back of the group either way.
Oh, okay.
Do remember Elise has athlete, so she can keep up with that issue.
Athlete doesn't really help when your boots are sinking into the mud deeper than everybody else.
Point.
You're keeping up, but you are slightly slower than those that are not heavily weighed down. Zamir's having the same issue.
Yeah.
It's the problem of weight, not your physical power.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Plus, it's mobile.
Yeah,
That
you
lets you move. That lets you move normally in difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy would be back and probably in the back with Elise trying to help her along.
Yep, Rudy, you're also having the same problems because you don't need armor to do it, but you have a lot of girth.
He big boy.
I think, isn't Rudy also wearing armor anyway? Yeah, he's in scale mail. He's also wearing heavy mail. Rudy's the slowest of the group right now.
What's your base speed, Tolman?
45.
Okay, so Tolman's the fastest, followed by Chiron.
Would it be possible for someone to, I don't know, distract the horde and lead them off so the group can escape, and then that person could just escape?
Just run. Don't overthink it. Just run.
I'm just asking because I have the spell Mirror Image, so I could literally just make them follow. Like I could make it think that there's more of me and make them follow me, and I can escape. Like how fast do any of these zombies look like they could, or undead look like they could possibly catch up with me?
With you,
If I'm
yes,
going-
because you're not going full speed because you are also in heavy armor. Chiron's currently the fastest of the group as they are not wearing heavy armor.
But here's the thing: I have mobile, so the
You're
difficult
not
terrain.
dashing, are you?
Well, no, because if I was dashing, I would already be
Leave
gone.
the
but you would-
party. Yeah, that's so your mobile doesn't help you.
But if I start distracting the zombies, of course I would be dashing, so the heavy armor wouldn't even be a thing.
They're also not being bothered by the bog, so it's a risk.
If it looks like Tolman is trying to go back, you're just going to get tail on back of cloak and tugged. Run, bitch, run.
Is there-
I'm trying.
I also think mirror image sticks to you, doesn't it? I might be thinking blur.
No, you're illusionary duplicates of yourself appear in my space. So I'm not saying like I would have them run off in different directions. I'm saying I would have it would look like there's more of me.
Yeah. They could.
So there would be more. There would be more of them to like track. So they would think, oh, let's get these guys and leave the other two others for later.
It could be. But they also might be able to catch you. Especially if there's more spawning ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be a risk.
Who didn't put a torch in the zombie spawner, damn it?
Oh, oh, did we take a short rest while we were examining that church, or did we not have enough time?
No.
Okay, just checking because I only got the one pack slot right now.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking if we did have one, I would be able to use Expeditious Retreat once I get everyone away, and that would basically make me the goddamn Flash.
Fast is this horde moving?
Decently so. It's fast enough that y'all are keeping ahead a little bit, but they are gaining
Okay.
due to the heavily armored party members.
Oh wait, oh damn it! It's self spell. It can't cast on someone else. I was hoping Expeditious Retreat was something I could cast on someone else.
Yep. Oh, excuse me.
I can cast Jump though if anyone wants to start hopping.
That would only make Rudy sink further.
Yeah, because you'd be pressing down harder onto the ground before jumping.
And then when you land, you'd get stuck
Yeah.
even more.
So unless someone can... Farley, do you have Shatter prepped?
I have Shatter.
I don't have that spell. I'm not level 5 yet.
I have Shatter. How do you
Shatter's
not
level
have
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 2 sorcerer, 2 warlock.
Oh,
right.
That makes
Yeah, I
sense.
got leveled. Believe me, if I had Shatter, I would have used it already.
Fair.
It's
Would you
currently my
like-
favorite spell / the reason why CC has more shit for campaigns.
It's also the reason that we have villain points now.
Yeah, Blue, you're going to have to be real careful.
But continuing on, what's
I
the
have
party
Shatter.
going to try to do?
Shatter the ground. If you're gonna throw a spell, throw shatter at the ground. Try and make difficult terrain
We're already in difficult terrain, aren't we?
Yeah.
for them.
I mean, this is a bog. It's not like a
If
a
you
rocky ground.
If
It's
you
a
destabilize the bog,
distraction.
it'll basically become quicksand.
Oh, will it?
Well, if you hit weaker ground with a shatter and it damages the ground further, they're gonna sink deeper.
Will that work, CC? I've never done that before.
If you can, the thing you'd want to do in a bog is create air pockets to destabilize the water and mud. So shatter wouldn't be the spell you want. Something like gale might be better suited. But if you shatter, you can start bringing down trees.
That is a great idea. So Tolman will like point toward the more densely packed forest. I'm assuming there's like we're on a path right now, but
It's
there's
not
like
dense
densely
packed, but there are a few trees. You're in a bog, not a forest.
He's going to stop and tell everyone to keep going as he preps Shatter for as soon as everyone's behind him.
I mean, you're already at the back of the pack anyway, so
I thought I was leading the pack because I'm the fastest walker.
save for the fact you're
No.
in armor, so you're pretty much just as fast as most of the rest of the party. You're mid to back.
So Chiron's in the front, Rudy's in the back.
Chiron,
everyone is
Farley,
flank.
Red are leading the pack. Cell, her skeletons are the middle, with Tolman just behind her, then Zamir, Rudy, and Elise.
Okay,
Speaking of, Chiron is also going to shout back, Rudy, don't use turn undead. We have a necromancer with us.
I'll think of another idea.
My skeletons will be resistant to turn undead.
Good. So, worst case scenario.
That is, yeah, I don't want to get closer than 30 feet. My turn on dead is a failsafe.
She's just giving you the information. Because she can force her will upon them and keep them in check. Since she is actively here to keep them under control.
Yeah. Okay.
but so is everyone running ahead of? Is everyone running ahead while Tolman prepares to use Shatter?
Mm-hmm. What are you going to use it on?
All right, Tolman is going to wait until how far is the spell for Shatter? Like, what's the range for that? It's 60 feet. So he's going to aim 60 feet ahead of him, and as soon as the most amount of zombies are amongst the most amount of trees that he could possibly, he's trying for maximum destruction, maximum effectiveness right here. He's going to drop a Shatter right there, try to make a whole
Okay.
bunch.
So you're dropping it in the middle of the horde.
As soon as they're amongst the trees, I'm trying to for the most amount of damage and the most amount of efficiency with the tree thing.
So you're aiming for the tree or the skeletons? Because you remember, it's going to go away from the point you choose.
I'm a point of choice. So I'm aiming for a center mass that will affect as much as possible.
So you are aiming for the skeletons, not the trees.
Will aiming for the trees knock down the trees, or will aiming for the
Yes.
skeletons knock down? Okay, then I'm
Aiming for
the tree.
trees can have the trees fall in their path or fall on them. If you're aiming for the skeleton, it will damage specifically them.
Oh, so it's not like if I hit the tree, it's still gonna hit the skeletons too. Because isn't it supposed to be like 3/8 thunder damage for everything that makes a failed save?
Yes, but it's the aiming I'm looking at, because the tree is going to fall away from your point of impact.
Is there like a big ass? Is there like a big ass tree like around, like a big
Several,
old-
but they're more in the open areas because
Okay,
they're following y'all. It's faster to run there than next to the trees.
fair. So I'm gonna aim for a tree that's like in their path or amongst or like that will block their way and fire off my shatter.
Alrighty, so you don't even need to roll damage. What I do need is a timing. So I need a investigation check.
Okay, I'm gonna use a hero point to give myself advantage.
Okay.
21.
Oh, good.
Didn't even need the hero.
Is that you see a perfect situation as two massive trees are growing relatively close to each other, their roots all tangled up, and you see the perfect time to bring these great oaks down. I guess they're willows, not oaks. But these great trees are crashing down right in front of them. It will miss most of the horde, but it will get in the way, slowing them down considerably, as they will either have to detour or they will have to climb through the tree, which buys the party some time to put distance in between you and them. Would the party like to do anything else?
Aside from that, me dashing to catch back up with the party, basically gliding over this muck, even in my heavy armor. No, that's it.
Did we just lose Blue? Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Anything
no.
from the rest of the group?
Enough blue.
No.
Besides running, I'm not a spellcaster.
Alrighty.
I have no other ideas other than fucking run.
You'll manage to get a good bit of distance. The trees managing to break y'all out from the group, letting y'all get a very good distance. You're pretty sure you have lost them. Currently, you are standing on a bit of dry land, listening for the sounds of the undead horde, but not hearing them.
Wait, repeat that. I'm sorry, Cece.
You've escaped the horde and you're on a bit of dry land. You do not hear the horde.
Okay.
Okay. Taking a breather. Where the fuck are we?
That's a good question.
Looking at Smiley, who is the one that knew the map the best.
Hard to tell.
Smiley?
We had to go
Is it-
off road quite a bit. As you see, she waves her hand, and a raven appears in the air and flies up into the sky. I should be
I
able to
hope
get
you're-
an aerial view with this.
Noted.
I hope no one needs me to cast those shatters anytime soon. That was my last one until I rest.
The curse of getting your power from someone else.
I'd rather have my power come from someone else than from corpses.
Mine don't come from corpses.
Silvara, do you want rocks to help your do reconnaissance?
I'm using them more to get an aerial view of what we're dealing with. Hopefully I can recognize a landmark I saw on the map.
Fair.
That being said, if you want to use rocks to make sure that we're not being closely followed, not a bad idea.
We could always wait an hour, so Two Pump Chump could take it, send up another scrying mark.
Are there any?
Is
Are
that
are there any like really tall trees around us?
No, they're more low and broad here.
Yeah.
Chiron is gonna shrug and go, honestly, Zamir and Farley tend to do better after a short rest as well.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine. I haven't used any spells.
I don't know if Farley has. I can't remember if you guys have
hasn't.
used anything.
I don't think.
Okay. Fair.
Zamir will uh coax rocks out of her familiar uh void
Pocket
and
dimension.
pocket dimension, and ask her to kind of do a little bit of circling around us up high so that if she notices anything.
She is going to give a nod, look around for any goblins with bows, and then take off.
She will be traumatized forevermore.
She will indeed.
You hear some munching.
Turn and look at the munchin.
Red's got a cookie.
Oh,
Red
Rudy's
gets
looking
head
at it.
pats. Rudy, you get handed your cookie because you were off doing something.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, Rudy takes it.
They are good, warm chocolate chip. Even after the time it's been going through, they are kind of crispy, crunchy on the outside, but the inside is melty, gooey goodness. Got nice, big chocolate chunks in them, too.
Now I
you're
want a
making me want
chocolate chip
cookies.
cookie.
I had takoyaki at the sushi place I had them today.
Nice.
But while the familiars are up in the air, what are the rest of the crew doing?
Always gonna find a dry enough spot, maybe a rock sticking out of the bog, maybe a big tree root, something to sit down on and catch his breath.
Okay.
Didn't mean to ask. How do warlocks have like spell focuses or components that they need to worry about? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have you should have gotten a spell focus. It's an arcane focus.
Either you have
Okay.
a focus
should-
or you have a component pouch.
I think I would go focus.
Otherwise, because you need to use the material components, so you have to have one of them.
Mhm.
Could my sword be my? Oh wait, no.
No.
I will probably need that
Ruby
gem.
of the War Mage. Yeah.
So you probably just have the basic bitch
Yeah,
spellcaster stuff.
If you're a Hexblade, you might be able to.
That I am a hexblade.
I think Hexblades have a thing where you can use your summoned weapon as a focus.
You gain the ability to blah 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 blah. Hexblade. Yeah, mystically channel your will through a particular weapon. I don't think that thing. Magical. Doesn't say anything about it in the Pact of the Blade or improved Pact
Maybe
weapon.
not.
Ambush
Let me see.
invocation. Well, I only asked because I never did. I took a level fighter first and then did warlock, so I would have like the fighter level 1 items.
I will give you a arcane focus.
I think a Hexblade sword could be their arcane focus. Huh? Sounds like it'll be right.
The only Hexblood I know about didn't remain a Hexblood for very long.
Hexblade.
Oops. Yes, the only Hexblade that I know of was Galen, and he did not stay that for very long because I fucked up.
Fair.
Oh, wait,
But it's
I'm
fine
a
now. He's just
Hexblade.
fair. In a campaign in which we have played and have gotten to a high level, there is only one in which I know of someone of a higher level that should have been that class.
So yeah,
But I fucked that up at level 2.
apparently you still need one. All right.
Well, I mean, the only thing that even requires a material or anything is protection from good and evil, and
I know Shatter does.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
let's
Arcane.
be nice, be gracious of the DM for giving you your arcane focus so that you're not worthless.
Do remember that does mean you will need a hand for your arcane focus. That cannot be held with your sword or shield. You will need a free
I
hand
don't.
for your focus.
Well, I don't use a shield. I'm a single blade swordsman.
Then you're fine.
Dueler. But I will be looking in shouts for Ruby of the War Mage as soon as possible.
Alrighty. So, what would the party like to do?
So Elisa's sharpening their blade. Zamir is muttering. I'm gonna check on the rope that I have on Farley.
It's still there.
Okay. Farley, are you okay?
It's fine, okay.
I just drug you through some mud. Are you hurt?
I am
'Cause
alive. I am
realist-
fine.
More so, Chiron is making sure that, like, we're temporarily out of trouble, and therefore is like, okay, I just had you tied to a rope and we just ran through a bog. Make sure that the squishy magic caster is not broken.
I'm fine. I'm not broken. Think. Everything feels in the right place.
Picks up Farley and kind of shakes him. Make sure
Yeah,
that nothing
that-
falls.
You're like that person
I'm not a
who
medic.
takes the present to see what's inside, make sure everything's outside.
Stop shaking me. That is not comfortable.
Put you back down.
I miss when you were smaller when you couldn't do that.
Pat you with my tail. Just pet.
All right. So, how do we get back to the ship now?
There's no point in going back because since we can't actually get back, we got to figure out what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we went back, we would just run right back into that horde. Speaking of CC, what was that horde comprised of mostly? Skeletons, you said?
Skeletons. There were skeletons and zombies.
Also, the ship seems to want us to figure out something that happened here. We need to see if we have any clues of where to go next, or if Salvara can help us figure out any landmark we can go to next.
Hey CC.
Yes.
This might be an intelligence check to remember, but the horde that we saw back on the ship was essentially a holodeck. Was it also comprised of mostly skeletons and zombies?
Yeah, because that's generally what an undead horde is made out of.
I'm talking about was the ratio the same? Like did they look similar at all?
Not really. That one had more zombies.
Okay, I was just thinking maybe that was the same horde.
I mean, in theory, it could have been the same horde, and they've just turned to skeletons at this point because of time and decomposition.
Hey,
Do-
Cece.
Yes.
Oh, I was just curious. Do you remember? I feel like no one was able to exactly tell what the symbol on the amulet was. Do you know? Is that correct?
It looks to be a damaged version of the same items that were recovered from the ruins of the church. So you're pretty sure it is the mark of the same god. So Hermes.
Of Hermes? I thought you said that they were different. That's why I was wondering.
No.
Because I thought you said the one on the amulet that was on the solo spellcaster by the tree was something with an eye.
No, that's on the crossguard of the sword,
Oh, okay.
not the amulet.
Right. Okay.
But
Then,
Rudy wasn't here to look at it, so you can show Rudy.
And
yeah, I was
by
just
the way,
thinking.
I did find what I was looking for. Improved pact weapon makes your summoned weapon a spell focus.
Oh,
It's an Eldritch evocation. I
Oh,
knew
perfect.
something
Okay.
was something like that.
Cool, because Zamir actually needs that because even with a component pouch or arcane focus, Zamir will always have a sword and shield in battle. So
So you can either do the War Mage, the Gem of the War Mage, or the evocation. It's up to you. But continuing on, sorry,
yes, no, you're good.
okay.
that was bothering me.
You're good.
That was too, because I thought you were right about that, but yeah, I have that thing, so yeah, I'll need an arcane focus at all.
Cool.
So Zamir is going to pull out the sword scabbard or whatever it was you said was found and ask
The hilt of the
both
sword.
hilt. Yes, there we go. Ask both Rudy and Silvara if either of them are familiar with the symbol on it. Because I don't think Silvara was ever asked. No, I remember Silvara had yet to be asked.
You see, Rudy takes a look over it. However, neither they nor Rudy are familiar with the exact markings of it. It could be a symbol for the all-seeing eye. It could be inquisitorial types. It could be some kind of cult. Just a single eye on a heavily damaged hilt is not going to be enough to narrow it down, as the eye is a very popular motif for those that are usually seeking something. You'll also see it with hidden organizations like the Illuminati, which Rudy has had some run-ins with.
Well, is there any way for Zamir to basically break off everything except for that symbol so it's easier to carry?
I mean, it's relatively easy to carry anyway. You could dismantle the sword and recover just the hilt, or not the hilt, just the crossguard.
Yeah.
You'll be effectively removing the tang of the blade, throwing that out, taking the shaft of it in the pommel and throwing it away.
Okay. There is no scrap metal. So
I mean, yeah, the rest of it would just be scrapped at that point.
yeah, but I was thinking more legit metal. I'm sorry, I don't know much about sword anatomy of this type of sword.
You would have the remainder of the blade, which is metal. It's only a shattered bit of it. The crossguard is metal. The shaft that makes up the hilt would be wood. And then the pommel would be metal as well.
Okay.
And there'd be
Yeah,
some
well-
slight remnant of leather along the hilt. Or not the hilt, the shaft.
Nah, he'll just take the scrap
Handle.
metal and
That's the word I'm looking for, not shaft. Handle.
yeah, you're good. He'll just keep the scrap metal and wherever the symbol is.
Okay. You do know it will take some extreme strength to break it apart as the bog has rusted this blade quite a bit, so a lot of the parts are sticking. So it will take some effort to break it apart.
Zamir is going to turn towards Elise and be like,
I
"Can
will
you
also
help
point
me?"
out
Oh.
it's a hilt for like a long sword, like a hand and a half, so it's slightly bigger than two hands next to each other. It is still relatively small
Okay.
because most of the actual blade is gone.
Yeah. Zamir's still gonna ask Elise to help him break this apart.
I mean, Elise can help.
Elise is just stronger than Zamir with his fucking 9 strength. So
Do you want a strength or do you want athletics, CC?
It would be a disadvantage athletics. Because you are just trying to brute force rips something that was made to stay together apart.
Fuck it. 19.
You are almost able to, but you're not quite able to get the pieces apart. If you had something like a small hammer, it'd be much easier for you to bash that thing off than simply ripping it apart.
oh. Zamir is going to remember that he has Smith's tools and pull out
Then you don't even make a roll. It's like, oh, I have tools. Chink, chink, chink. There we go. Take it apart.
I'm sorry, Elise. I had forgotten I had these tools. Oh no, is Elise upset at Zamir for being forgetful?
I just think Elise wants to dropkick Tolman for doing magic in the back.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
What are you talking about back there?
I'm just summoning various kinds of bludgeoning instruments, war hammers, maces. Each one looking straight up like the freaking mace from Skyrim. The one, I can't remember what it was. Looks like the mace of Sauron.
It's a
Molag
flanged
Ball's mace?
Hmm?
Molag Ball's mace?
That's the one. Thank you, CC. Each one looking more dangerous than the last. I'm just trying to pick the best one to beat skeletons in with.
Fair.
And I think it would be fair to say Tobin knows about the weakness of skeletons. His whole thing is fighting undead. At this point, he would know.
Not all skeletons have it, but yes, it is a common vulnerability.
Good.
Magically enhanced ones will generally be able to resist it without too much problem.
I mean, fair. It's still satisfying.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot easier than trying to pierce them. But it is
Actually,
oh, go ahead.
this was just a logistics question. Strictly speaking, I can only summon one-handed or weapons that don't have like the heavy thing, right? I think it was.
Yes. Normally, improved packed weapon allows you to do ranged weapons.
Well, I'm just wondering, can I summon spears?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just
think so.
checking.
Let me double check.
Back to the blade.
That lacks the
Back what?
two-handed property.
And I'm assuming two-handed is something like a pike.
Yeah, those are definitely unable to be summoned.
Because I know spears you could use one-handed.
Yes. Because versatile. Would versatile fall under that? Yeah, you should be fine with versatile.
Excellent.
Because, you know, the longsword's the stereotypical one.
Just making sure.
I thought Elise just pulled a pig out of their bag.
You
Just
lie!
straight. Because they looked over and saw she returns to the pig. I'm like, did Elise just pull a whole pot-belly pig out of their bag? No, I just
No,
can't
that's
read.
something you would do, or Syl would do.
Elise gives Amir a ruffle of the hair as she returns to pig battle prep.
I can see Elise running a little barn to do war pigs.
Are you kidding?
Oh,
War pigs would be
cool.
amazing. War boar? Summon the war boar!
You get the trailer barbecue and battlefield cleaning.
Ugh.
But continuing on.
Okay.
Farley, you feel an issue. Something just grabbed
what
your
kind?
ankle.
What the fuck? I try to shake off, and then I launch Eldritch Blast it near my foot.
As it slams into the ground, as you see a skeleton starting to erupt out of the ground. And that's when everybody starts to hear more of that shit. Y'all hear Farley yelp and gasp as more and more skeletons start to rip their way out of the ground. And then, to make matters worse, you see something large start emerging from the
Bog.
from the water, yes.
Oh, hell.
As we're
Oh, do
going
we have
into
a...
initiative.
Ah, shit.
You're doing the group initiative
Ugh.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
would-
I hate these things.
Yeah, I would be with Farley, because we are quite literally tied together at the moment.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're tied at the hips. So Farley,
I thought
we
you were
can
ti-
only...
I thought you were tied to my. I thought my leg was tied to you.
No, 'cause
Either
then you would've
way,
tripped.
yeah, you would have
Oh,
tripped.
right.
It's so the rope's tied to our waist, but we only
Oh,
have
right, yeah.
yeah, we have 10 feet of give.
As the throwdown has begun, as y'all see one of the wolves, a wolfen skeleton, comes charging out of the muck and leaps at Rudy, biting into the arm that reflexively comes up to protect Rudy's face. Rudy, you are going to take 7 piercing damage, and I need... And I think that has to be
Countered.
Yeah, I think it is. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you. I think you have to be next to the... Oh, I can never remember the ruling. When a creature you can see hits a target within... Okay, hits
Other
a
than
target
you.
within 5 feet. I can never remember which one you have to be next to. It's so weirdly worded.
Interception
damage.
is the one where interception is the one where the person you are protecting has to be within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Sentinel, you have to be within 5 feet of the enemy that is attacking.
Yes, that is the ruling I've had in the past. So, Rudy, you see this thing lunge at you. Your arm comes up, but Elise is able to snake forward and bash the flying wolf back, sending it skidding back across the ground. Brings us to Elise.
Which means Rudy takes no damage.
Correct. No damage for Rudy.
Okay, Lisa's just going to move to the squares there and hit that skeleton. That's definitely a hit.
Yep.
Hold on, do I have to... It's when you hit a target. Oh,
So what is being used?
Oh, that doesn't. There.
Koi Stone of the Giants. Da, 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 da. Mana weapon or ranged weapon on its throne. Stone Strike does an extra force damage. Strength saver if you can push from you in a straight line. Coolio. I didn't know Elise used magic. Okay.
It's not magic. This
Yeah,
is
it is.
a feat. No.
I mean, it is still absorbing magic and using a type of it.
Put it this way:
What
they
is it?
they're
Innate magic is
using
different.
Primeval
Elise.
magic.
This is how Elise. This is the things that Elise tells herself to help her sleep at night.
Yeah.
Yes. He's not a heretic. Definitely not.
I think this would make you a hypocrite, but
Technically a heretic.
Both.
That too.
But I'm not even gonna make the save because they're just gonna hit the tree right behind them. But they do take the extra force damage.
Sorry, it's either that or Thrum into Tolman.
Yeah, no, he just bounces into the tree.
Yep.
It seems very
Yeah,
annoyed by the
yeah.
tree. It goes.
Yeah.
And it is
okay.
it is heavily damaged.
No, that's 5th level. I get extra attack, so not yet.
Alrighty.
Yes,
then.
that's his turn.
That will bring us to this skeleton over here, who is going to draw a bow and take a shot at Cell. The arrow streaks forward and is going to hit
Is that?
for 4 damage.
Oh, okay, that's that one, not the one beside Cell.
No, it's the one way down to the south.
Yeah, by the tree on the little island.
Yep.
Or Outcrop Island. Whatever. I'm gonna go shut up now.
That is going to bring us to Cell's scout, who is going to draw a bow of his own and return fire. Kerchunk! That is going to be an 11, which unfortunately misses, as they were a little slow on the uptake. As they are going to back up over here. Actually, no, there's a guy right there. Which brings us to Farley. Farley.
All right, Farley sees this and realizes, all right, this is going to be a problem as he goes into his form of demon. His horns grow and he turns blood red. Fun time as I go in for Shocking Grasp.
Gotcha. They are wearing armor scraps, so you would have advantage.
All right, just let me Okay, that's 3 plus 2. That's 5 temp HP for myself. And go into track. Advantage. Let's see. Aha.
That
19.
is going to hit.
For 4 lightning damages, I reach down and grab it and shock it through its head.
Fair, as it bounces off the tree. You manage to give it a grab. Anything
Right.
else?
That was my action, my bonus. That's all my stuff.
Alrighty. Rudy Bobooty, bring down the horns. And show this wolf why you're the bull in charge. Gotcha. The horns are coming down, and the wolf is going to leap back, dodging out of the way of the reckless thrashing and sliding back through before jumping in for another attack against Rudy. As that is going to miss. Alrighty. That is going to bring us to a far more heavily armored individual. As you can see, bone plates coating their body as they move forward and swing a greatsword at Sal. They are going to swing. Sal is going to manage to duck the first blow. And then the second one, she is also going to manage to dodge as she puts up a purple barrier that cracks under the force of the skeleton's attack, but she manages to hold. That is going to bring us to Sel, who is going to start off with a telekinetic shove, which is going to force this one into a strength check. It is going to fail as it goes sliding away from her, and she is going to lash out with her magic. Unfortunately, it is going to manage to slice through the magic, stopping it dead. That will bring us to this skeleton over here, who has a bow. I'm going to actually put bows and whatnot on these things so I remember who's using what. As it is going to take aim at, it's going to stomp its way over here and take aim at Farley. That is going to be an 18 as the arrow sticks into Farley's shoulder and you dishes out 8 damage. Do you remember, Farley, your temp HP should be on your token, not a bar.
Shit, I was muted. I wanted to do interception.
You can still do
If
that.
it's too, I can. Okay, cool. Do I have a preset? I do.
4, so 4 of it gets through to Farley. Do you hear me, Farley? Farley? So they managed to do 4 damage as the arrow sticks into Farley. That brings us to Chiron.
Okay. So just to be sure, this one and this one are friendos, correct?
Yes, they belong to Selvar.
Okay. Friendos. Eesh. Looking at that thing getting fucking flashback from Death House. Eesh. Okay. Well, Chiron is going to remember what type of rogue I am, is the first thing. Okay. I am going to I'm going to steady aim and shoot my hand crossbow. No, these are fucking skeletons. Yeah. Nope. We're going in. We're going in with swords.
That is going to hit. Imagine you trying to protect Rudy.
Yeah. Okay.
That is going to hit for 13 damages.
Okay.
Which
And
is
then
going to injure it.
Yep. And then It's okay, Rudy. I've got you. I attacked with my short sword, bonus action, offhand.
You would not have had time to draw your offhand weapon as of yet, unless you have.
Well, then, no, I'm a thief rogue. So bonus action, I'm pulling out my crossbow.
Nice.
So at least I have that.
Yeah.
But I do believe. Yeah.
That
You
sounds like
always
most
do.
of the actions Samir makes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what Chiron's doing.
Oh, brings
Then, yeah.
us to another dog who is running up on Red and attempting to bite. They are gonna get in good on Red and bite the ever-living fuck out of their shoulder. Red is going to attempt a strength check to keep their feet. They are going to fail as the wolf takes them to the ground. Which then brings us to this skeleton, who's going to come up out of the bog. 10, 15, 20. Take advantage of the downed Red to tear into them with a pair of short swords. The stab. That is going to be a 12 and an 18. One of those is going to hit, stabbing in for 3 damage. Actually, that's even the offhand one. That would just be 1, not even 3. Alrighty. That will bring us to Elise. Didn't Elise already go?
Yeah.
That's not
Oh.
Elise. That's a
That's-
zombie.
That's a false image.
There's a false Elise on here from the
Yeah.
last fight. So, that brings us to a Skeleboy, who's got a bow. As they are going to take aim at the other archer and miss as it clinks off the skeleton's pauldron. That brings us to this fellow, who is coming through the bog and lifting up 2 great hands and trying to slam them down on Rudy. That is going to be a 17 and a 13. One of them is going to manage to hit, cracking over Rudy's shoulder for 11 bludgeoning damage. That will then bring us to Zamir.
Zamir's gonna yell out to Tolman. Tolman, go help Red.
You can, if you're looking at Tolman right now, you can already see he's looking over there. Is Red in the kid form right now, or are they still in the
Yeah.
raccoon form?
They're a person right now. So they're
Okay.
more teenager than they are kid.
Tolman's going to see those two undead ganging up on the teenager, and he's not going to be happy about it at all. It's bringing back memories.
Well,
I'm
that
wondering
is
if I
what.
should- I'm wondering if I should have gone with Barbarian a little bit here.
Anyway, that's what Zamir's gonna yell out before he charges the big fucker, and is actually gonna use a bonus action to place Hexblade's Curse on the large motherfucker.
Gotcha. Boop.
Sorry, I'm reading something. I will read that next turn because it's a bonus action anyway. With using Hexblade's Curse, he is now going to just do a rapier attack on that motherfucker.
Gotcha. And which motherfucker are you referring to?
Sorry, the one that he hexed.
The Shambling Mound.
Yep. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my MVP already because I don't want my first attack to be miss, so MVP to reroll with advantage.
That is going to be a
22.
22, which does indeed hit.
Yay. 11 damage.
11 damage indeed, as you cut into the thick vines.
All right, and that will be Zamir's turn.
That will bring us to the skeleton, who is going to come charging forward, blades drawn. As they are going to attack the scout. They managed to duck the first one. Second one is, however, going to hit, dishing out 5 damage. Which will bring us to Tolman.
Cece, remind me how high a person has to be to add the falling damage to their strike?
At least 10.
At least 10. Cool, cool. So Tolman is going to Misty Step about 30. I guess it would be like 20 feet up. Right here.
Okay.
And bring his hammer down on the skeleton dog who's fucking with Red.
Okay.
Misty Step is from Magical Passage, so it does rely on a pack slot.
Mm-hmm.
And I did add this. Alright, so both hands on the weapon, just I'm coming down with it. I'll roll. Come on, hit. 18.
It's going to hit.
I got all my weapon damages right. Yeah. Yep, charisma plus 1, charisma plus 1. Perfect. For 12 bludgeoning on the skeleton dog. Plus whatever the fall damage increases.
Alrighty, you do an additional 4 damage. As usually you would do 2d6, however, due to the spongy ground, it's only going to be 1. So that is a total of 10, 12, 16. They are not good with that, so that goes up to 32. Which is going to destroy this one outright. You are also going to take 4 bludgeoning damage, and then you need a disadvantage acrobatics check.
Or this is completely worth it. Acrobatics disadvantage, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because the ground is soggy and not really good at landing on.
15.
But you still managed to catch your feet.
Oh, I was about to say plus 4 because I have a intuitive motion. But I land. I look at the skeleton and growl, "Leave the kid alone, you piece of shit." I step right here.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to this sentinel, who is going to move forward and take a slice with their longsword. The skeleton is going to manage to block the blow, stopping it dead. Bringing us to the skeleton over here, who wants to stab the hell out of Farley. So we got a duo of shots. That is a 20 and a 17. Both of them are going to find purchase in Farley's flesh, dealing a total of 11 damage to Farley. Is Farley back? No, he is not. Elise or Zamir, do we have any blocking going on?
Zamir will not this turn.
Alrighty, so that 11 goes down to an 8. Due to Farley's temp, that goes down to 7. Alrighty. That will bring us to this one over here, who's going to walk along this log and take a shot at Chiron. There's going to be a 14. I think that misses. Yes, it does. As the arrow streaks past. This one over here is pulling himself out of the bog. But he's got daggers. Well, two short swords anyway. Which will bring us to Red, as Tolman, you see Red is in the process of getting up when her arm starts to change. And you see she attempts to grab the skeleton by the face. As we are going to move Red herself over here, so I don't lose her turn. But, Tolman, very quickly, you're not standing next to a teenager anymore. You are standing next to a very pissed off, multi-armed ape.
That is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
She is then going to start pummeling.
Well, I have no
First
problem
one
with
misses, second one hits, third one misses, 2 of them hit. That is a total of 15 damage, and then she is going to attempt to bite. She's going to hit that as well for another 9 damage. As she starts beating the snot out of this skeleton that stabbed her. That will bring us to a skeleton somewhere. Oh, he's over here. So he's going to move over here with his bow. He is going to take aim and shoot Tolman in the back of the spine. That is going to hit for 17, dishing out 6 piercing damage. Which will bring us to the last of the skeletons, who is down here with a bow. As they are going to take aim at Rudy and try to get a slab of beef on that steak. They're going to hit for a 20 and deal 3 damage to Rudy. Why does Rudy have 0? Because it's not that Rudy, that's why. That brings us to the wolf, who still wants to eat Rudy. They now have an ally over there, so they have advantage. So they are going to dig into Rudy's leg for a 22, dishing out 9 piercing damage, and I need a strength save. Rudy manages to keep their feet as they are getting bit on. Bringing us to Elise.
Okay. Well, at least it's going to take another swing at that guy.
He is going to manage to deflect the blow with his short sword. Sparks are flying as the 2 blades meet.
Okay. She's going to move to... Is that it next? No. And move to there.
Gotcha.
And that's all I got for now.
Well, it brings us to this Skelly, who is going to attack Silvara. That is going to be a crit fail, as Silvara manages to block it with her purple shield. That will bring us to this scout, who is going to draw a short blade, now that they're in melee, and go for a stab. That is a 23. They are going to manage to pop him on the top of the skull with the pommel, dishing out 6 damage. Farley.
Okay. Okay, this little shit's still alive. Gonna shock him.
Gotcha.
He still has enough metal for me to get advantage, yes?
Yeah, he still has his bits of armor.
Okay.
That is
24.
going to hit.
Yeah.
For 1 lightning damage. Do note, while you were away, you spent your temporary hit points got spent, as well as...
Yeah, no, I subtracted the health already.
I already did.
Yeah, no, yeah, I messed it up and I had to redo it, so I'm at 42. Okay, it's shocked, and I'm going to... Oh, wait, shit, I'm next to... Wait, I'm still tied to Chiron.
Yeah, you just can't get further than 10 feet from me.
Which is a problem, because I can't get away from this guy now.
I mean, you can move towards Chiron.
And that puts me in range of...
That's red.
That's
It's a big
red.
red
That's
monkey.
red. That's red. Friendo.
What do you mean? Red's,
Friendo,
what do you mean? Red's right. What do you mean? Red's right there.
No, we had to move red, so they're not still in turn order. Red,
Oh, okay.
red has changed forms. That is friend. Don't
Okay, well, I'll
attack
move
the
back.
monkey.
All right, I'm going to move here, and I'm going to refresh and end my turn.
Gotcha. Rudy. Get him. Also, the Skelly Wolf is bloodied. Oh, dexterity save. That is a 10. They're going to fail and take 7 radiant damages. It is still alive, however. Alrighty. That brings us to this knight, who is going to start slashing at dear Monkey Red. That is a miss, and that is a miss for a 7 and 11. Neither of those attacks managed to catch any of the flailing monkey. That is going to bring us to Silvara, as she is going to try to clear up her ally. Alrighty. I remember something about her abilities. Let me see. Oh well. She is going to cast. She is going to cast. I don't know, she doesn't need to do that. This wouldn't affect these ones as much. She's going to blast the one to the south. That is a 17 for 14 necrotic damage. As that one is now heavily damaged, but still standing. Bringing us to the Skelevro, who is going to attempt to shoot Elise. That is a 10 that misses. I don't even need to ask. Cairo.
Okay. I now have 2 weapons in hand. I am going to slash at this motherfucker with my sword. I'm going to read something and make sure that I am doing this in the right order first. Okay, yes. I have both weapons, so we're good. I hit with my short sword first.
That is going to hit.
I forgot to hit sneak attack.
Ozlot is going to kill the skeleton pooch. As they fall and sink back into the bog.
And then I will use my crossbow to aim at this bloodied one.
Gotcha. That is going to hit. A 9 piercing, which is going to destroy this one as well as it sinks into the bog.
And then look around. You've got this, Rudy. I'm gonna hop over here.
Fair.
Like, you are not allowed to hit the squishy.
This one
Leave my demonic child alone.
is going to attack Tolman. 20 and 16, both hit. Total of 5 damage. Piercing to Tolman. Which brings us to this skeleton down here, who's going to shoot the sniper. They're going to miss. Which brings us to the shambling mound. They want the slab of beef. Bam, bam. That is going to be a 23 and a 17, as both blows catch Ruby on the torso. That is going to be 28 bludgeoning damage to Rudy. And Rudy has become grappled and engulfed into this creature.
Just to confirm, it sounds like Rudy is unconscious.
It does look to be that way.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we gotta get them out of there. If they're fucking unconscious, they're suffocating.
Yeah.
Shit, 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 shit!
That will bring us to Zamir.
Alright, I'm going to use my reaction to cast the stone rune.
Okay. What's your trigger on the reaction?
When a creature I can see ends its turn within 30 feet of me. So
Gotcha.
the big guy just ended his turn, he's within 30 feet of me.
Alrighty.
I am going to use a hero point to give them disadvantage on their wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha. That is going to fail as it becomes charmed.
And incapacitated.
Yep.
I really don't know if that was a better idea than taking damage from Rudy. I hope this works.
I mean, you just took something off the battlefield.
Yeah. And it doesn't. It only says that the creature repeats the saving throw at the end of its turn. Doesn't say
Mhm.
anything about when it takes damage.
Correct.
So, Zamir is after using, because that was actually a reaction. So does that mean it's now his turn and he gets his reaction back?
Yep.
Okay, cool. In which case, he is also going to use his bonus action to do Giant Smite.
You do not. That's the one that grows you? Yeah, you do not have the space to grow.
That's fine. It does extra damage, and even though it gives me advantage, I don't know if it's better to hit him or try and get Rudy out, because Zamir has negative strength.
But if you move down a single space, won't you have room to get the giant?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still get everything even if I stay the same size.
I mean, as someone who gets giant a lot, what's the point if you don't use it?
'Cause Zamir doesn't care that he's not tall. He likes being small. Anyway, I think Zamir is just going to use another attack. So, rapier attack on the incapacitated hex charmed motherfucker.
God.
Fuck.
It does make me think. With giant smite on, do you go from twink to a straight up bull?
No.
It is also incapacitated, which means advantage on hit, doesn't it?
I don't actually think so. If that's restrained. I think incapacitated just takes its turn, if I remember correctly. Yeah,
The
they
only
can't
thing I
take
see-
turns or reactions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's the only thing I saw because I looked to make sure I was remembering what it did correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I was just picturing like the Bane thing, like, and I mean Bane from Batman.
All right. Well, that is. Fuck it. Zamir's having a long ass turn. I apologize. He's gonna fucking action, sir.
Gotcha.
And is going to take additional action and fucking attack it again.
That's gonna hit.
22.
That is going to be 10 damage.
Oh, okay. It combined the
Mm-hmm.
giant smite and hex blade. Okay. Zamir is gonna yell at Elise, "Can you help get Rudy out?" And that is Zamir's turn.
Alrighty, Tolman.
Right, Tolman, I think, will attempt to finish off the skeleton in front of him with his hammer. Swing bada 18. I don't know why I rolled a disadvantage, but yeah, 18.
Because you had disadvantage on your deck save. That's gonna hit. It's going to be 28, which is going to kill
28.
that one as it sinks.
All right, and Tolman is gonna run around, run past here. Yeah, I should have the space to go here. 35 and plus I think 10 to get through red right now.
For each square, yes.
Okay, so in that case, I'm just gonna go here behind the skeleton knight.
Gotcha. How'd you get over there? Through...
I was here, went here, go here.
So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do I have a bonus action? I can... Oh yeah, I have my hex, and I'm gonna hex the skeleton.
Gotcha.
So basically, the hex blaze curse. You get a bonus. I get a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. Any attack roll we make against the is a critical hit on 19 or 20 on the d20. If the cursed target dies, you gain hit points equal to your warlock level plus charisma.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to this Sentinel, who is going to remain here, ready to engage if something comes into melee. That's going to bring us to this one, who's going to stab Chiron. That is a crit fail and an 8. Both of those miss. Brings us to this guy, who is going to shoot Tolman. Kerchunk. He is going to crit Tolman by shooting him in the throat. And there's going to be 9 damage. That will bring us to this skeleton over here, who's going to come charging forward and stab red. That is an 18 and a 14, doing a total of 10 damage. Which is going to bring us to red. Red is going to proceed to start beating on people. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have an AC of that. That misses. This hits. This hits. And this hits. So that is 15, 10. Then they're going to bite it. That's a claw, not a bite. That's a 17 to bite. For an initial 5, killing that skeleton as it walks up. That will then bring us to this one, who's going to shoot the giant monkey. right in the tail to see if Dragon Ball Z rules works. It does not. Mostly because I don't think Grellians have a tail. They don't. But that's going to be 8 damage. Which will bring us to this skeleton over here, who's going to try to shoot the archer. That is a 16, which is going to hit for 8. The sentinel is going to use their reaction to half that to 4. Which brings us all the way back to Elise.
Okay. Okay, she'll. Oh, that thing spent its reaction. CC?
Hmm?
Has that thing actually spent its reaction?
Which one? The one to the north?
Yes.
Farley stole it.
Okay, I just thought it went again already.
No, it goes. It might have just gotten it back. Where is it? Yeah, it just got it back, so it does have it.
Okay, well, I'll take that blow anyways.
It's gonna stab! It misses.
Okay, and at least we'll pull Rudy out. Yellow.
Okay,
Yellow.
I need a. Yeah, I need an athletics. No. Yes, athletics. You do manage to
21.
pull Rudy out. Rudy is still on the ground dying.
Do not have potion for that. And I have fuck all for medicine skill. So I'll leave that to someone else, and I'm going to action surge to go for that other hit. Is it? It's not a bonus action, is it? No. No. 11 misses.
That is indeed going to miss.
Okay, that's my turn.
Well, it brings us to the scout. They are going to take a shot to the left. They're going to hit. Dishing out 12 damage to this one over here. Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Farley.
Okay, I need to think for a second because I didn't realize it, but a lot of my stuff deals necrotic damage, which gets them dead as a no-no. Moments I kind of wish Arms of Hadar did psychic damage instead. Okay, let's see. That's great. All right, I'll just try and use I'll use Eldritch Blast on this one over here.
Gotcha.
I can't wait till we get to next level and I get more of these. That wasn't supposed to be an advantage, so 19. But 19 is the first roll.
Alright, you said the skeleton off in the back, I think? Yeah, that's what I thought. Give me some damage.
9 force damage.
Nice! As you blast him full in the chest, he slides back an inch or two, but he's still taking aim.
All right. Let me see if there's a bonus action I can do. And I assume I can't frighten these things.
I don't think so. Actually, you can.
Oh, then can it? Okay, then can I have it make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw?
It becomes frightened.
Sweet. Okay, yeah, I forgot form of dread does this, but I assumed undead couldn't. But so yeah, now it's frightened of me.
Frightened. It's weird
All right,
undead can
that's
be frightened,
pretty-
but yeah, I guess turn undead makes them frightened too. So
I guess by their level they expect you to incinerate them with the undead stuff. So no. Question: how far away is Rudy from? Oh,
10 feet.
Rudy's dying, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast a healing word on them.
Gotcha. Four HP
That's-
to Roots.
Which isn't much, but it brings them back. Yeah, I forgot to get a once a day free cast of this.
Nice. Anything else from
So-
Parsley?
Action bonus. No, that's all my stuff.
Alrighty, that is going to bring us back to this knight who is going to keep up their attacks on the giant monkey. Both attacks are going to get through, dishing out a total of 21 damage to the giant monkey. Oh,
You
did
skipped Rudy.
My bad, Rudy. Go ahead, Rudy. That's fair.
Yeah.
That is going to be 11 healing. Oh, we're summoning a JoJo character? What kind of stand does Rudy have? Giant angry cake? Giant angry
It's
cake
just a
with
large-
muscle men arms.
It's just a larger pair of bull horns over their head.
Brings us the knight who stabs right over there. Cell is going to keep trying to drop the people to the back, so she's going to take a shot with her arcane burst. She is going to miss. Bringing us to this skeleton who is frightened, so they have disadvantage, but they're still going to try to shoot Farley anyway. That's a crit fail. So the arrow just kind of falls off the arrow, or the bow. They're not doing all that well over there. Chiron. Are they frightened until the end of your next turn, or the start of your next turn, Farley?
Until the end of my next turn.
That's what I thought.
So if I manage to hit them again and frighten them again, I can keep them in a loop of frightened if they keep failing the check.
That's why I was asking if it was the start. I just couldn't remember.
Which one's frightened of?
The one on the
Farley?
far left.
Okay. It was like, yes, left, right with the dyslexic. Okay, I see that. Rudy's not dying, but they're prone.
They stood up. They're fine.
Or well, okay, yeah, that's fair. I'm going to try and finish this thing in front of me off.
Okay.
Are you going to roll?
Let's stab. Let's stab. Let's stab.
I'm attempting to stab. If things would roll.
Why is my roll 20 chat looking weird?
I don't know. Maybe it's why my thing won't fucking roll. Oh, there it goes.
That is going to hit. You stab him right in the gut. Labam. Labam. I carve you up like
Perfect.
sushi.
Is it still standing?
Are you sneaking or no?
There's nobody in which to
Oh,
sneak.
so yeah, no. So it is dead.
Okay.
As the bowl consumes and it sinks into the ground.
This one's getting a crossbow bolt to the face.
Which one, the frightened one or the mound?
The mound.
Okay. It's gonna hit.
And this one can get sneak attack.
So that's going to be 16 Damalama damages.
That is my turn. I'm going to stand here and hope that this thing stays charmed, but be a menace to society since I'm the one that doesn't need the air to breathe.
What was the DC, Samir? 12 or 14? I knew it was something like that.
It doesn't say, so it must go off of mine.
I think it's either your strength or your dexterity.
Here, let me
It's going to be 2,
post
so
it
it's going to be.
again.
It's not going to be on the rune itself, I don't think. It's going to be on your initial ability that gives you wounds. Is where the DC is going to be.
Oh, okay.
So let me find it real quick.
Rune Carver.
8. It's your con mod. So what's your con mod?
Con modifier is 1.
So you have a DC of 11 right now. So that is 12,
Yep.
meaning it does break free.
Fuck, I wanted to use a hero point for disadvantage, but I was too slow.
Yeah.
I zoned out. I apologize.
Unfortunately. But is that the end of its turn? So I think it still loses that turn. At the end of each of its turns. So yeah, that ends its turn. So it is now free, but it loses its turn. Samir.
Yeah. Okay, at least that made it lose 1 turn. And we could get Rudy out, so. Oh, I used Giant's Might once. Okay, I need to take that off for this turn. Sorry, making sure I have everything up to date before I accidentally roll extra damage I'm not supposed to. It does not look like it, so in that case, I am going to have Zamir Rapier attack the fucker he still has Hexblade Curse on.
Get him.
And I'm going to use a hero point to give myself advantage.
Yeah.
21.
Gonna hit.
I'm going to do this, and I'm also actually going to use a spell point, or my spell slot, to cast.
You would have needed to do that before. For Wrathful Smite. Normal Smite you can use on a hit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You okay?
Good.
5 minutes.
But
It's in the
so
most
I can't
inconvenient
use
Sorry
it.
about that.
possible.
We're back. But yes, as I was
Uh,
saying, Wrathful Smite you need to use ahead of time.
Okay. Well, then I will go ahead and cast it so I can use it next turn.
Do know if you get hit in between this turn and next, You will have to roll a concentration check and you might lose it.
Fire. Okay. Then if you are saying you are allowing me to retcon Raffle Smite,
Yeah,
then I am
there's just no reason
retconning
to.
Raffle. Yeah.
You can just cast it. I'm going to use my bonus action first next time and then attack, and you don't risk losing the spell slot.
Yeah. Just need to remember to do that.
However, you can use your normal Paladin Smite on the hit. So if you still want to do that, you can.
I don't have Paladin Smite.
Wrathful Smite they get from
Oh, right,
Warlock stuff,
Hexblade.
and they're a
Yeah.
fighter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the spell-based smites you got to prep beforehand. Only Divine Smite lets you do it on hits.
Yep.
I've never actually played a Paladin, so yeah.
Yeah, they're the one with all the smites, so I wasn't thinking
Yeah,
about it.
this is the
Alrighty.
first time I'm using the Smite.
That's why I'm explaining. Anything else from
No, I
some
appreciate
mayor?
it. In that case, I don't have any other bonus actions.
Tolman, Bowman, Dolan.
I'm going to swing my
The skeleton
my-
racist.
Yes, I'm very racist towards skeletons, and I'm that guy from that horribly stupid show on Netflix.
No, you're just
Anyway.
from the south.
Stop being a Stop being a skelicist.
Andy Koozles, I'm going to smack this bitch with my hammer. Let me make sure everything on, curse on, everything, dueling on, cool.
That is going to hit.
Because he is using a hammer? Wait, is that a thing?
Warhammer.
Oh no, I can't. No.
What are you trying to do?
Oh no, I can. Yay.
What are you trying to do? Oh.
Sorry.
Dear sweet baby Jesus. Wait. Oh, damn it. So close to being able to call that crit.
Apologies if I worried anyone.
No, you got me explaining like, oh, can you increase my damage? But no.
No.
But yeah, so 13. I don't know if this guy's
Fuck you, Baltimore!
Did
No.
that thing just say fuck you, Voldemort?
Baltimore. But it does these. This is one of the skeletons.
That doesn't have the vulnerability.
Yeah, it's one of the magic-based skeletons.
Fair. So yeah, just that 13.
Yep.
I guess.
It's going to do 13 damage. Alrighty, anything else?
Do I have any more bonus actions I can use? No, I get that. No, can't do anything else.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Sentinel, who's still holding his ground, trying to protect his buddies. This skeleton's got an arrow, so they're going to try to stick it up Tolman's ass since he's facing the wrong way. It's an 8. He hits him in the back of the spine, bounces off the armor. No damage. Red is still an angry monkey, and this guy's being an ass. So, okay, Red, you're going to crit right off the bat. Okay, Red, you're going to crit again.
So this thing just, I would be surprised if this thing is in dust at this point.
Oh, it's going to be fine. Because the Grellian doesn't do shit for damage, really, unless it hits with everything. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's hurt, but still standing. It's all of those attacks, save for... Actually, 2 of those don't hit. So that's going to go back up by 15. Still heavily damaged, though. All brings us to Skeleton, who's going to shoot Zamir. They can't see Zamir. There's a tree in the way. They're going to shoot Farley. That's a 6. That
Aw.
misses.
Okay.
This one's going to try to shoot the scout. That's a 21. That's going to hit for 3 damage. Bringing us to Elise.
Okay. Where is that? There it is.
Fighting Spirit to give yourself temp and advantage on all attacks this turn.
21.
That is gonna hit.
Stone Slash is active. for 13 points of damage.
Gotcha. It's going to do some good damage.
And where is that token? There it is. How deep is that water?
It's hard to tell.
At first, I was going to say, do you want Zamir to find out? And then I remembered Zamir's
Go find out,
track
Zamir.
record. Zamir's not finding out.
You do
Right,
know it
right.
is deep enough that Samir can drown.
Oh, so it's like an
That's
inch.
not saying that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Samir can drown in about 3 inches of water, but
5, 10, 15, 20.
do know the water is
25,
difficult terrain.
30. Yeah, no, I'm doing that kind of. Yeah, and that's an area I can stand on. Yeah, opposite Zamir.
Yeah.
Actually,
10, 20, 25, 30. Okay, cool.
yeah, move there instead. That way, that guy's getting
Gotcha,
punished.
gotcha.
Oh, just realized, the fucking, what is it? It does have to pass that.
It is a 13, so it's going to get knocked back to 10 feet, so it's over here.
It, 13. Oh yeah, 13 is a fail. My mistake.
You have a DC 14.
Yep.
As
Okay.
it sinks in a decent amount into the water. Farley, who did you shoot? Oh, no, it's not your turn. That's why it feels weird. Okay. Anything else from Elise?
No, that's everything.
Alrighty, this one's going to try to shoot Cell. They're going to hit Cell for 5. It's going to get halved down to 2 by the knight, who's sitting here waiting for this shit. That brings us to the scout. They are going to keep trying to bring down the one they've been shooting at. That is a crit fail. Farley.
Okay, Farley, I'm gonna have shoot. Oh, everyone's kind of going after that one, so I'm gonna go and shoot at this one over here.
Okay, Farley, why do you have a red circle on your token?
Oh, that's to represent my devil form because I activated the first turn. There wasn't really a devil face that I could use, so I just used that one.
Mm-hmm. Use that one.
That'll do. Which fine. I'll look for it later.
It's
Okay, Eldritch Blast at the one to the north.
damage evil.
Got it. Let's see. Aha.
That's gonna hit.
All right, that's going to be 10 force damage, and I'll need to make a wisdom save.
What's your DC?
13.
It's gonna get a 13, so it saves.
All right. No bonus action stuff, so I'm just gonna move. Oh wait, I can't move any further. Kyra's right there, so I'll end my turn here.
Gotcha, Rudy. Rudeus Maximus, general of the Roman. A bit. I think he's about half health.
Other than Rudy, Tolman's the most hurt, it looks like.
Yeah, Rudy is by far the most hurt. Tolman's above half. Sanctuary on Rudeus. Which is gonna put that. Dodge action. Stay alive, beef boy. We need to keep those buns for the cookout. That brings us to the knight. He's still trying to bring down this giant monkey. First one's going to miss. Second one's going to hit, dishing out 11 slashing. Bringing us to Cell. Cell's still trying to shoot down that one on the left. She's going to nail it this time for 17 damage, which is enough to blast that one to bits. Brings us to this skeleton, who is going to go over here. Nope, they can't. They've got to you in the way, so they are going to switch to one of their blades and shank Elise. That is an 11 that misses. Chiron.
Okay. Chiron's gonna come. Oh, fuck. Fuck a duck.
Quack.
Well,
Any grapes?
I can't get any closer because I'm tied to Farley. So I'll steady aim with my crossbow at this motherfucker.
Gotcha.
For pity's sake, I'm tired already.
It's gonna hit.
I haven't had the time. Let me see if I crit.
Nope.
No, I don't, but I still hit.
No crits allowed for you. But that does give you sneak attack.
Yes.
That is finally bloodied.
But that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Brings us to its turn, as it is going to use its turn to let out a mighty roar. And y'all hear the water start to shift. As more push their way out of the swampy water. Boop. But that's what it's doing. Its turn. Slimmy.
Well, that changes what Samir was doing, so Samir's gonna run up here. And first, as a bonus action, Wrathful Smite. And using a hero point to make sure I hit this bitch by getting advantage. Rapier attack on the hex motherfucker.
Alrighty,
18.
get him. That does a
Yay!
stab.
So there's that first, and
6 damage. Oh, and you used Raffle Smite. Okay, I missed that.
yes.
That is going to do an additional 1 psychic. Must make a wisdom save or become frightened until it's balanced. Okay. Wisdom. That's a fail. It is frightened. Zamir, to spook. And how long does that last? 1 minute. It is round 4.
But that will be Zamir's turn.
Alrighty, Tolman, get him.
I shall get them. I'm going to swing on this motherfucker.
That's going to hit.
Damn it, another 18. Why did I roll a 19? Alright, so that's 15 damage.
Yep. Still alive.
That's all I can do right now.
Alright, that brings us to the Sentinel. He is chilling. He's
So,
trying-
so just to be sure, Cell's undead are just not contributing to the battle.
No, the one in the middle is deflecting bolts for both Cell and the Scout. The Scout's shooting people, as is Cell. It's on the defensive.
Fair.
And if anything gets close enough to get into melee to the 2 ranged ones, it's going to fuck them up. That's going to bring in someone who's going to shoot Tolman in the back. It's 23, 4 damage to Tolman. That brings us to Red. Red's going to try to murder. That is an 18, which hits. The 11 misses. The 10 misses. The 12 misses. The bite's a crit. That is 14, 24 damage. That she takes this thing and just beats it to a powdery pulp.
So that means my hex is broken, but it also means because it's dead. What was it? It was Hexblade
Monkey,
Scourge.
go that way.
I regain hit points to my Warlock level plus Charisma modifier.
Do you need to kill it, or is it just if it gets killed?
If I think it's if the cursed target dies.
Yeah,
'cause
if it
you're
dies.
limited on how many times you have that. So yeah, that makes sense. All right, that brings us to this skeleton. He's going to try to shoot Farley. Arrow go bing. That is a 20. 4 damage to Farley.
So I get 6 back.
That is going to bring us to this one, who's going to try to shoot the scout. That is going to hit. No, that's going to miss. This shambling mound is coming this way with a dash. Police.
Well, I need to put one down at least for now. 19 hits.
Oh.
What was
13
that?
points.
You
Okay.
okay?
I just saw them. I was too zoomed in to see them at first. I thought it was more skeletons.
No.
Yeah, you're not that lucky. 13 points of damage, CC.
That is going to hit.
Okay. Elsa has to make that saving throw.
Or get pushed back, right? And it's a strength.
14.
Yeah, strength. That's a 10. It's going to get shoved over here.
Okay. I think it's terrified of you right now, isn't it?
Yep.
So that puts out a commission for at least a round. Damn, I used action surge for nothing earlier. Is it 2 hero points that allows you to do one thing? That requires a short rest? Need to
Maybe?
check action surge.
I think. Let me see.
It is short
Gain
rest
a
for
free use of an
action.
ability that requires a short rest to regain.
Okay, just to make sure action surge is
I think it's a long rest.
a short or long rest
Oh,
for action
nice.
surge.
Yeah, then you're all good.
Yeah.
I will save that for now, as this is just a skeleton. I will save that for a dire straight. But I
Gotcha.
will rotate around him.
Gotcha. That brings us to this skeleton who's going to try to stab the monkey that just ran up on him. So they're going to switch from their bow. They're going to crit the monkey. That is going to be a total of 7 damage to the monkey. Which brings us to the scout. They are going to take aim at the one on the right. 13 is going to hit. 9 piercing damage over there. Farley.
All right, I am going to. Okay, get as far away as I can from the giant mass. Actually, wait, shit. No, I can't. There's like one over here. Oh, that one's fine. So I think I'm okay. I'm gonna move over here, and I'll attempt to hit this thing with an Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha.
That's 12.
That is going to miss. As the bolt gets absorbed by all the moving vines.
Well, all right. I'll end my turn there.
Gotcha. Rudeus. Get him.
Okay, it's easier to talk doing this. Okay. Why did I sanctuary myself? That was stupid. Use of spell points.
It makes sense with your character.
It does, but now I can't help the fight.
You can buff the
No,
party.
but you can heal. You can buff the party. You can still heal.
You can also
Oh,
use
right,
the
I
help
have-
action if you want, which is not considered
That too.
attacking.
You know what, Rudy? Yeah, Sanctuary is in concentration. Rudy's gonna cast Bless
Gotcha.
at second level.
4 people within 30 feet of you.
So that is, I think I can get.
Anybody in the yellow circle?
Anybody in the yellow circle? I would like to move. Oh, I have to choose between Elise or Coleman. I'm gonna choose Farley, Zamir, Chiron, and Tolman.
Gotcha. So you're ignoring Cell and her team, Red, and yourself, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Blue book. This is round 2?
No.
No, round 3.
This is round 5.
5. Shit. Okay.
What did Rudy just give us?
Bless.
Okay.
Where is that?
I have been released.
They definitely changed it. Bless used to be at the top. Now it's like a couple rows down.
It's because you're more used to Kai's from the Nexus. I have a different organization.
Gotcha.
Because you had to manually put those ones in. Marty, anything else?
Did I put a 5 in there? I can't see.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Rudy is gonna stay put, and that's gonna be his turn.
Gotcha. That's going to bring this to Cell. Cell's going to try to cover the side on the right by... none of that's really going to help here. She's just going to keep blasting. It's going to hit. 7 damage. Going to bloody that one on the right. Bringing us to this Skellington, who's going to draw their other blade and stab, stab. It's a 6 and a 12. Both of those miss. Which brings us to Chiron. Chiron, get him. Chiron.
Sorry, hacking up a lung.
Oh no, the lungs!
Okay, that thing's frightened. That's within 10 feet of Farley. We're gonna go stab a motherfucker.
Get him. If you need to go text-based while you talk, that is fine too. That is going to hit. Oh, it's going to do a whole 16 damage. It is still alive, but heavily bloodied.
Gonna bonus action crossbow.
Get him.
Of fucking course, I had a crit on that one.
Give me some damages.
And you didn't even roll correctly. You act like you're gonna roll correctly, but you never did.
For
There you
7
go.
total damage, which kills it. Putting the arrow right through the skull.
Okay, we're going there.
Alrighty. That will bring us to this mound over here, who is going to approach Red. It is going to attack Red. That is a 16 and a 23. Both of those hit for 24. which is going to break red out of this, throwing them to the ground. As red is not looking good. That brings us to this one. It cannot approach Zamir, so it's going over here. And it's going to attack the skeleton with disadvantage. That is a crit fail and a 21. That is hard enough to hit. It would do 12, however the knight was waiting for this, and is going to use their reaction to half it, and then step into the fight. As it is going to swing their sword. That is going to be a miss, unfortunately, with a 9. Zamir. What you gonna
Do I
do?
chase? Yeah, do I chase after the frightened motherfucker or
Oh, right. I need to make a save for them.
that's right, yeah.
17, they break through,
Cool.
ending the frighten.
Yep. Do I chase after the hurt motherfucker or go and try and make another motherfucker hurt? Then I go make another motherfucker hurt. So he's going to charge this guy here. And he will not have Hexblade's Curse. But he's going to go ahead and use his bonus action to use Giant Smite again.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
don't you just still
The
have Giant
following
Smite?
one? Yeah. That means I haven't been putting on the Giant Smite damage because I misread it and I thought it said it only it only was for one turn.
No, it lasts for a minute.
Dang, so I've been missing out on damage apparently. Oops. Alright, well I guess Zamir keeps his bonus action then.
Yep.
And is just gonna attack this motherfucker, so
He hit him.
wait, hold on.
I'm holding.
Actually, the S for the components, that's for verbal or is that for the
Semantic.
hand?
Semantic, that's the hand gesture.
Okay, then I cannot do Booming Blade. Never mind. So, rapier attack. 17.
That is going to hit
Yay!
for 12 damage. Anything else?
Sadly, no. I don't think I have many bonus actions for Zamir.
Paulman.
I'm going to run past red right here. I can get there, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, where were you? You were here?
Yes.
5, 10, 50. Yeah, you're fine.
Right. So I'm going to strike at that skeleton with my Warhammer. But I'm also going to cast Green Flame Blade as I do. You know what? Wait, would Green Flame Blade work with a pack weapon? I mean,
yeah, it's still technically a weapon of a certain price.
Excellent. Just making sure. So, this is my attack roll. 19 plus 5. So, yeah, that would definitely hit this skeleton.
You don't have Hexblade Curse on him.
Oh, yeah, you're right, but still.
Not that it matters, but just a heads up.
Yeah, I got that turned off. I forgot to turn it off. But I hit him, and I go boop.
That is going to be 7 damages. 7 damages.
7,
That's
so
an additional 7 damage.
14.
Which is going to destroy that one.
And the green flame is going to jump from the skeleton to the mound.
So that's what, 2 damage? Is it proficiency or your charisma? I don't remember.
Suffers that takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting modifier. So
It'd be your charisma.
yeah, yeah. So that'll be 3 damage.
So it's 1 damage. As you see, it is resistant to the flames.
Right. I forgot these things are resistant to flame. All right, fair.
That is
But
going. Anything else?
that is my turn. No, that is my turn.
He's going to bring us a sentinel. He's going to keep his ground, and he's going to fight. He's going to dish out 11 damage to this one, covering for his ally. This one's going to try to shoot Cell. That is a 19, hitting for 7 damage. It's going to bring us to Red. Red is going to disappear and re-enter their giant Olfie form, which is not large, it's huge. She is going to go for the bite. She is going to hit. She is going to do 20 piercing damage. And this needs a save. It is going to fail as she brings it to the ground. Which brings us to this skeleton up here. It's going to shoot at Zamir. Trunk. That is a 20. 3 damage to Zamir. That brings us to this one, who's going to try to shoot the knight. That is a crit fail. This mound's going to try to murder Zamir. That is a 20 and a 26. Both are going to hit Zamir.
Okay.
For a total of 22 damage. And Zamir is large enough that they are not able to properly pull them in, because they're technically big boy right now.
No, no, I don't want to be big boy. I can't help it though.
But that stops you from getting engulfed.
Yeah. What did you say the damage was again? I'm
22.
sorry. 21? 22. Okay. What does bless do again? Let me look
Gives
that
you
up.
bonus to saves and attacks. A
Oh.
d4. But with that, something has come up, so I'm going to have to end it there. Good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing how y'all deal with the trio of shambling mounds. For those listening in, we thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Peace.